Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Nullius playthrough. In our last episode, we got science up and running with boxed versions of everything and nice and clean. Lab 2s with not enough yield modules. How did I end up only getting 2 into these? I don't know how that happened. But we shall fix it. And then trying to think of what else we've done. We've done all sorts of stuff. Our power is running at just under a gigawatt. We have a lot more bots free now. We're up to 2,000. So that's a good sign. That means a lot of things are backing up and slowing down as a result. For example, boron. Or boric acid. But we still have lots to do. We are in the process of tearing down the old base. So you can see we've gotten some chunks removed. Our construction bots are still working overtime though. And I assume, yeah, they're hard at work picking up items from chests. So that's a pretty slow process. And I'm just trying to connect more roboports to everything. So that way, what do you mean you're missing construction robots? You'll figure it out. So yeah, we're tearing out all the old base, and then we'll start replacing it with this new style of empty space with beacons, with barreling, and all sorts of boxing, and more efficient everything. So that'll be good. But I think we're going to finally start, moving towards new things in this episode. So that's what makes it exciting. Tier 3 assemblers is goal number 1. Because unless I'm mistaken, we've already got it researched. Is that right? Yep, we've got tier 3 assemblers. So replacing all my assemblers with these is probably a good idea. It's going to be pretty expensive, I'm sure. So we're going to need to mass produce all of the ingredients for them, but we want to get that started. So a couple last things I need to do is unboxing. I need a lot more unboxing. So we're going to add my little blueprint here, like a bunch more times. And down here. And then this is all going to get torn out, so I can just remove it, I think, right? Yeah, this is old stuff. I can just get rid of all that. I am going to have to, cancel deconstruction on... Oh, that didn't work. Oh, it's shift. No, I hit alt, not the right key. So we want this to not be deconstructed. Oh, my inventory. It hurts. So we actually want this to still be alive. And that connects here. Everything else can go. Oh, also, I guess there's a couple of things in here I didn't want to leave. What was this connected to? I guess it doesn't matter, because we're tearing out all of that. But this belt is very much important. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So I do need the belt. And my bots keep deconstructing it before I get a chance to stop them. Because this is on my limestone. And that is pretty important. Of course. My inventory's full. Not really even sure what to get rid of. I guess I just need to start getting rid of things and it will figure itself out as we go. Because the bots will just give me stuff back. So I'm just going to randomly click. And once the logistics bots get to me, they will automatically hand back the things I wasn't supposed to get rid of. So I really don't need to concern myself with that. Just need to make sure all these roboports have power. And yeah, we should see things getting cleaned up here. So we'll grab all this, get rid of those boxes and barrels. there we go. That should fix the limestone. And that can go away. I believe this is disconnected as well. That's not good. Where does it even connect to? That one doesn't matter. But over here... Okay, it goes through... And then it goes... over and down. I guess we can upgrade this with blue. And then that should work. Okay, is that better? Yeah, there you go. 269,000. That sounds much better. And then that keeps flowing down this way. And that connects to all the new things that need volcanic gas. Perfect. Solvent barrel. Where did all those come from? So I guess now that I've kind of fixed this, I can just go vertically here. And then turn right there. These are useless. Okay. Sweet, sweet. Good old Fresca. Will always be one of my favorites. Okay, I don't know if these had any restrictions, but we'll just rebuild. Okay. Build a radar there so we can fit some more. Alright, and this is so we can fit various roboports along the way. Power stations, and if I need to, I can put some small beacons, but unboxing is really fast. And especially once I get tier 3 assemblers, it's going to be even faster, so I doubt I'm going to need that. Plastic is actually a bit of an issue right now for capacitors, so let's find out why that might be. Looks like fluid ingredient shortage, which is benzene. Benzene is over here. Yeah, we just don't have enough of it, it looks like. So, probably will benefit from distillery 3s. When do I get those? Not actually all that far. Distillery 3. And that will vastly improve a lot of my chemical issues. And air filter 3 and hydro plant 3 all together. And then chemical plant. Sweet. Okay, so we'll actually start researching that chain. Oh, the chemical plant requires a few more things, but we will begin researching all the way there. Even just improving air filters and distilleries should help quite a bit. And then I need to work on unboxing kind of the rest of the things. I didn't get all that far. I don't even know what all needs to be unboxed. What have we done? We've done all the metals, pipes, insulation, plastic, rubber, textile. So I did work through all this. Kind of just doing what I think I need. So it's very possible I miss some things. We did get barrels, I think. I really should have done all this at one time. Like what's over here? This is bricks, pipes, valves, tanks, and medium tanks. We also need large tanks, because those are... Oh, but those aren't boxed, right? And then I got all this stuff, including speakers. We did reduce the request a little bit. We can bump that back up to like 150. Actually, I guess we can't. Oh, it's the capacitors. Those are still causing issues. Man, really low on plastic, I guess. And I think I need way more of these. I think capacitors are one of those things I probably needed in the main sections of the base. I'm gonna put them like down here or something. I need a lot of capacitors. So we'll have a few more doing this. And they will put onto a belt. Request 2 for each one. That should be good. 10 graphite is 100 seconds. So. Okay. And we'll do one more. Belt. Provider chest. And product or yield modules. And I think we're good. And that all together can provide 2 per second. 2 boxes, that is. Okay, and then I'm going to remove these. I will get rid of the stuff. They'll come pick it up from me and it'll all work out. Alright. I don't need priority compressor 1s anymore. That one I can delete. For sure. I don't really use medium furnaces anymore either. Definitely not medium furnace 1s. Is that still a request? It's not. I just happen to have those. Okay. Alright. So back to unboxing. We got the pumps unboxed. Those are still taking a minute to catch up, but we are working on it. Those are still getting picked up for something. Who knows what. Okay. Eutectic salt. I know I need that. Yeah, I've got that set up here. Okay. So moving on, it looks like we got all that. We got all those. Okay, so on to power poles. I think pylon 2, I don't really use any of those, but it's worth having at least pylon 2s. We need to change our setting for additional paste to be time spent. I know I said a minute before. I'm going to bring that down to 50 seconds just to help a little bit, because those are very large numbers. And I want to help out my poor little base here. Did we get inserters? Yeah, we got inserters and we got belts. Perfect. Okay. We got solar panels, we got heat pipes, not running, but they're set up. Okay, so pylons, belts, inserters, lamps. Lamp 2. These really don't need to be that many. I'm gonna do 150 for these. Simply because these are entities, and you never need as many entities. Rails. We'll just have it set at whatever. Train stops. Same thing. 50 is fine. That's more train stops than I will ever need. Rail signals. Those are pretty cheap, so I'll just leave them the way they are. Solar panels. There we go. I don't think I need to unbox solar panel 1s ever again, because I'm going to have solar panel 2s. Which I will let go to 100. Grid batteries will do. Battery 1s will do. Turbine 2s. I guess I'll do wind turbine 2s. but just 50 boxes. And we'll do... Yeah, 100's fine. And then... bots we should do. Which we kind of already have set up. The logistics bot's already set up. Explosives I don't think I need, and all the science we've already got. So I think that's the end of unboxing for now. I've probably forgotten something, and we'll find out once I run out of it in my inventory. But I think I got all the entities. There's probably a couple ingredients I should have that I don't. But I think we're good. I don't use these backup turbines or standard turbines right now. So I think we're okay. How's research actually going? Let's check on it. Looks like we need some lights over here. And radar. They're all running. That's good news. It looks like red science is a little short. Oh, the delivery amounts just aren't high enough. That's weird. Oh, geez. 900? No, thank you. How about just 100? I don't know why that's not enough. I would have thought that'd be enough. But we'll change them all to 100 just to make sure. Okay. Sweet. Well, science is working. Electricity is not working. Got it. Good to know. That's bad. So definitely need to improve electricity. I'm guessing all my unboxing is costly. Right now, we really need more plastic. I am going to go see if I can improve that. With minimum effort. Let's see, wait. Did I screw this up? Isn't that one only runs if chlorine barrels are less than 1,000? Maybe we should make that 900. Because isn't it at 1,000 that they start overflowing? I guess currently we still have a need for chlorine barrels. I feel like I'm still doing something wrong over here. Let's make sure we're not wasting stuff. It's up here. These only, yeah, see that's at 800. That's supposed to be 1,000. That's why. So that's just running forever. So then this... Oh, I disconnected that. So then that flows up here, turns in, yeah, and then it all gets consumed and voided. We don't want to do. This one only gets rid of hydrochloric acid above 1,000. This one provides hydrochloric acid before it overflows into becoming calcium chloride. And then that one eventually overflows and disappears. So I think that's all set up correctly. Back to checking out plastic. Yeah, so what's going on over here? So it looks like these... So ethylene is a little short, and that's what mostly makes our benzene. Is there another way to make benzene I'm just missing? Is that the one I'm doing? Methane, propene, benzene? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then propene pyrolysis is over here. Yep. So I can't really make that any better unless I had a lot more ethylene. And I can't really have a lot more ethylene unless I had a lot more carbon monoxide, which it looks like I don't. I'm using that all up. And that's using extra methane up into making more monoxide again. And then this is making the original monoxide out of dioxide. Which it looks like we actually are a little short on dioxide. But these are all running full time. So I should have just made this bigger. But I could copy all this and paste it. I would need to dodge this corner, but it all works correctly, I believe. Is that a good idea? I think I'll wait. I'm gonna upgrade a lot of this, and I should upgrade it before I copy it. So for now, I think we'll just have a little bit... Oh, these need productivity. For now, it'll just be a little slow. We're just plowing through the researches, though, which is great. Yes, styrene. Yeah, definitely a benzene shortage for plastic. We do have plenty of rubber. We do have ECH. We do have glycerol. We have acrylic fiber. Though we just spent a lot of it on, who knows, unstacking something. And we've got plenty of epoxy. Looks like that means we have plenty of solvent. Methanol canisters. Why is this one not running? Oh, it is, just very slowly. Okay, looks like we got circuits as well, or processors, I should say. Okay, well, I literally improved nothing, so good talk, good talk. Just kind of had to remember how everything worked. As soon as we have distillery 3s, we will do some serious improving. My construction bots still aren't free. What are they doing? Oh, that box had a lot. Like a lot of... What's that called? Refractory bricks. So that's part of the problem. Those get rid of mineral dust. That's what that is. I also need a deconstruction planner for trees and rocks because I keep running into these. Let's just hit the whole base here. No reason not to. Alright, and then I am making construction bots, right? Yeah. Sensors are a problem. Where are those sensors? Wouldn't that be a medium thing, or can I make sensors in large boxes? I can make them in large boxes. Oh, arithmetic circuits? That's the problem? Feels weird. That's not what I was expecting. What's wrong with arithmetic circuits? Memory circuits. What's wrong with memory circuits? Capacitors. Okay, now it all makes sense. So plastic is the holdup at the moment. So What's in these? Stuff that I have? Yeah, that's all stuff that I have, except for filter 2s, which I can probably do. That needs titanium. We'll have to work on titanium in a little bit. Let me copy... I think I'm going to keep running out of plastic here. I just don't have enough benzene. So I will copy this build. I think that's for the best. So, not this one. That's all methane. So basically, I just literally want to copy all of this. I'll go all the way up to the air filters here. And we'll fit that in down here. Okay. And then copy everything this direction, including all that oxygen stuff there. Don't need that barreling pump. Get it lined up correctly. And then connect power, connect bots. Okay. Oh, and then we need the voiding of, what's it called? Oh, you know, the benzene setup. So this is set up at the top. Right here. So we want all that to be set up the same. And then, wow, it's already running. At least the compressed residual gas. And then we do want the residual gas... Wait, are these not hooked up? Is that part of the problem? Or did it just not copy right? Oh, they are hooked up. I just didn't copy that part right. Okay. So I'm going to paste that. And then I do want residual gas to come up and connect, because we do just kind of have one big happy network of residual gas. That is one thing we are not barreling. I think because you literally can't barrel it. So that one will connect up to here. And ding. Bam. Connect. Okay. That should do it. Distillery 2s. We're having an issue with those. I can run by and build a few of them manually. Oh, also we have a couple places where we need water. This is one of them. Isn't it? No, that's an outfall. And then this is an outfall. And then we don't have any seawater intakes, actually, I don't think. Okay. So then that should help things catch up, get me more benzene, propene, all that. If I set all the circuits up correctly and everything, then we should be fine. Now I need to check, am I actually even making distillery 2s? up here. Distillery twos. Wouldn't be boxed. So hopefully I am. Otherwise I forgot some buildings here. Yeah, they're up here. Right here. Heat pipe ones though. Still a bit of a sticky wicket. What's going on there? Ah, the plastic. I see. It's a bit ironic. The plastic is keeping me from building the distilleries to make more plastic. What to do about that? So... I'm trying to remember even what my benzene setup is. So when these run, these actually make benzene, so that's extra. So that gets thrown into the benzene network with a higher priority than the benzene made from the ethylene. But then that does get barreled. So that is slowly collecting benzene to barrel. And then does that... I can't tell. I don't think that has any sort of condition. So really, I should, while I'm waiting for more of these to be made... And why were there only 6? I guess they just never caught up in the first place. Because 5 stacks of distilleries should have been... They stacked to what? They stacked to 20. So, yeah, they just never caught up, is what happened there. And I may need to make a setup that specifically produces benzene. And nothing else, even though I feel like that's technically a little wasteful, because that's kind of what I like about copying the setup I already have, is it's, I think, no waste. But it's possible that if your goal is to produce benzene in the first place, there were better choices. So I think what I want to do is remove one of these, so one of those can be placed. And at least then it's connected. Although, is that worse? No, these seem to be running. There's another 7 benzene a second. I mean, how much benzene do we need for plastic? Well, we need 40 benzene for all this stuff that we made, which is a lot. But the plastic on its own only needs 13 styrene, which is, after productivity, about 13 benzene. So... Okay. These just aren't running full time. Oh, the ethylene barrels are still filling up. That's fair. Propene barrels are almost done. So once the propene barrels are done, then they'll overflow. So we actually should see that happen soon. So we'll watch long enough to actually witness the propene. Okay, so it should start overflowing. And then this pump will run. Already green light. Propane's building up, 1.6K, here it goes. Now it's running into here, which makes methane that gets recycled, ethylene, and benzene. Now, what I really should do with this methane is first send it out in barrels. If I really needed methane, I should just barrel this methane. So I guess that's one inefficiency of the system. But other than that, this will make more ethylene and benzene, and then that ethylene. Let's just... Oh, these aren't connected. That's a problem. I didn't copy everything properly. Let's just copy this section, make sure it's all good. There's a pipe or two missing there. That's important. There we go. Okay, so now the benzene flies up, gets connected to that as well, and that gets used up before this benzene. And then the ethylene, just this one, gets thrown into these, and that's a top up. Okay, perfect. So really, we do still want that there. And eventually those three will get built. And that gives us even more oxygen, which apparently we don't have 1,000 of yet, so that's nice. More sources of compressed oxygen. Okay. Alrighty, right. This is all working. So benzene is the thing I care about, and its production has gone up dramatically. It was averaging, I don't know, somewhere in the, what is that, 800 range? And now it should be, well, yeah, about double. Maybe even more than double because the propene we were using... Yeah, it should end up being more than double because if the other one was supplying propene first and foremost, then this one can supply only benzene. So we should see... Oh, nitrogen's even barreling. Look at that. We should hopefully see plastic production going up then. Plastic boxes here. Looks like it's going up. I mean, there's a big ramp here. It looks like this was holding steady somewhere in the 150 range. I'm kind of just trying to balance out the sine wave here. Looks like somewhere around here was the middle of it. So yeah, 170. And now, in the last couple minutes, it looks like we're at about, yeah, 340. That is exactly double. So it does check out. It'll probably take a few more minutes for everything to back up, though. We're still barreling ethylene here. So once this is done barreling... Oh, never mind. These are all waiting until ethylene is below 1,000. So these are actually maxed out, so to speak. So if anything, the issue is probably propene. I need more distilleries here. But I cannot manufacture distilleries I do not have. It looks like we're down to 5 required, so one of them got built. That's good. We'll just have to wait for the other 5. And science looks like it's taken a pause. Is that true? What's going on with science? Physics apparatus. It's probably heat pipes. If I had to guess, I'm calling it now. It's heat pipes. How's it going, Dave? Well, yeah, long time no see. Welcome back. How's life? Johnny 5 alive. Yeah, it's combustion chambers because of heat pipes, so... Until we get plastic kind of running properly again, we are going to have a shortage on a lot of the core things we need for our base. Because, I mean, plastic goes in everything. But yeah, it looks like we are holding steady at a new rate, so that's good. About to go to sleep. Psh, that's not important. No, I kid. Sleep is actually very important, and I highly recommend it. I love getting enough sleep. It is a very important part of the day. Okay, so if anything, my issue right now is power, so I should probably take care of that. Also, oh, that's because those are nanofabricators. That's why I'm not doing any solar panel 2s. I could do some geothermal. I think that has built up quite a bit. Nullius has been treating me quite well. We are finally into the physics science part of the tech tree, which is fun. But we're still fairly fresh in that. We're tearing down the old base, so you can see we're starting to deconstruct it. I can probably actually send a new deconstruction signal here. Although I need to avoid this. I am still using this aluminum. But yeah, so we're just kind of getting rid of all the old base and relying on all of our new boxed stuff. I can literally just get rid of all this, right? Yeah, this is all garbage. Feels very strange to deconstruct all this. Here's my old mall. You know what? It would probably help if I deconstruct the old mall, because then that'll give me new items that will then be available. So we're gonna do that. I also lost... I just deconstructed a sensor node. Or power to it. So let's go fix that. Yeah, no worries. You know, we all fall behind on things. It's not like this is your job to stay caught up. Always feel free to join in. I can catch you up. Where did the sensor node go? Who knows? But that one could be the new guy on the block. Yeah, let's deconstruct our mall. I think that will actually have some benefits. I didn't need any of that, did I? I'm boxing aluminum up there, so I don't need anything below that. But yeah, I think getting rid of all this old mall stuff will be quite helpful. It's going to take the bots a while to catch up on that. 600 is a big number. What's even happening here? I have no idea. The other question is, do I have some more construction bots ready to go? And the answer is yes. Also, we don't want that many. I think for construction bots, 300 is fine. I will dump most of these. I want to keep my 50. But yeah, there we go. What games have you been playing? I mean, obviously Factorio is the classic, but there are other games out there. Sometimes that can be enjoyed. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Craziness. I just placed down some stuff and it's already filling up. Wonder how much extra storage I have. Is there a way to find out that answer? I do have 54 large storage chests, which is 5,400 stacks worth of stuff. My gravel boxes are going a bit too crazy. That's not good. I don't know what's up with that. Same with crushed iron ore. Gravel should be staying in check at 4,000. Ah, Horizon Zero Dawn. Isn't that like a bit of an open world RPG type? I've never played it. But... oh yeah, so the gravel is being disposed of here. But I have too much of it. I think these just can't keep up. Gosh, my electricity, I really need to go do something about that. Let's see what we have available to... oh, and Icarus. Yeah, I saw... I don't really know much about what Icarus is, but I saw it didn't get amazing reviews, and people were kind of disappointed in it. So I don't know if that's your experience, but I know some people have not been pleased. Okay, so we have plenty of geothermal plant 2s. Do I have Stirling 2s? Where did those go? Right here. Oh, shoot. What's going on? What happened here? Stirling 1s. Oh. Oh, are we boxing those standard turbine ones? Is that the problem? And we never set up unboxing for turbines? That's probably what it is. Yeah, there's no turbines in here. So then we need to be unboxing standard turbines. Which I should probably set up all 4 just in case. Performance is crappy. It's a good game though. Yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna go back to 5 recipes for the logistic chests because I really don't want to murder my base doing this. And then we'll manually change the amounts on these as well to just like 50 for now. Maybe later that'll bite me in the butt if I forget about it. Because I am limiting the throughput by doing this, but it'll at least function. Okay, that's still going. Everything else is working. Oh, titanium. Did I put that somewhere in here? I didn't. Titanium. Creation list. Add. Heat pipe 2 I should probably do as well. What's a heat pipe 2? Heat pipe 2 boxed is made in foundries. So I'll probably need a few of them, but it's a simple thing. I can probably just make some here. Foundry. 5 is probably plenty. Heat pipe 2. Yeah, so this is to-do list. I just made some subtasks. I had kind of forgotten you can do that. I also plan on using the task list mod by Ryguard. It's a little flatter. I'm going to do that one with Pionodons, but for now this is working just to kind of keep track of things within, like, this is what I want to create, and then this was my voiding list of things I wanted to get rid of. I believe I have all those boxes, and I can do this. Yeah, I didn't either until I found out you could, and here we are. So, put those in a box. We're gonna limit that box for now. I'm not even gonna do the request now, because this is gonna require so much plastic. Or does it? Yeah, pipe 3s. I don't know. We're gonna wait on that. But it's ready for me. Hey, another research. I still need to automate the assemblers. I forgot about that. Well, let's get that going. It's probably time to do some more larges in this column. We have a lot of space in this column. This column was for things that needed liquids, but I didn't end up using it all that much. So let's get some more large assemblies going. Nullius has changed a little, but nothing significant. It's been pretty stable in recent times, so I think that's a good thing. I think it works pretty well the way it is. I'm sure there'll still be, you know, some balance changes as things go, but oh, I can't make the other 2 types of assembler in this. Can at least make large assemblers. And I'm guessing it will be medium assemblers that make the mediums. But what do I know? Yep. And the smalls that will make smalls. Also, wait, that's 6 items. Okay, good. We can handle 6 items. And then I actually need a small assembler set up. Let's do it right there. To make tier 3 small assemblers. 5 items. Okay. And we don't have... yeah, rage quit Pi the second time. Exactly. Well, Pi is changing significantly. If you didn't know, large buffer chest. Hold on, I need to automate that before my brain drops it. Here. But yeah, Pi is changing significantly. There's a whole new, basically a whole new update, or oh, okay, you posted it in my Discord, perfect. So you know it's coming. Yeah, and then all the balance changes are coming, which is gonna be great. I also need inserter 4s, but those can probably be made boxed. So let's check out boxed. Yeah, inserter 4. Filter inserter 4. That does require sensor 2s, which I don't have yet. Maybe 2 clicks. Maybe 4. Okay, so that... Oh, yeah, we're not going to actually see assembler 3s until we get titanium and carbon composite and motor 3. So we're still a little further away from assembler 3s than we thought. Power is okay when wind is high. So that's, I guess, a perk, but there's a lot of times where it's not okay. How's our plastic been now that things have settled in? Pretty consistent, right around 450. How many per second is that? That's like 5.5. Well, 5.5 of 5, so like 7.5 per second, something like that. It's still not enough, apparently. Dear goodness. We are getting closer, though. I mean, you know, we still, even though in the last episode I was like, well, we've mostly caught up after I let the base run for a couple hours. There were still lots of buildings that hadn't gotten caught up. So we are still playing a lot of catch up. So eventually it'll get there. How would I rate Nullius in difficulty? That's a good question. I would say, ooh, the construction bots are making progress. I would say it's, gosh, I mean, how many hours are we in? We are about 80 hours into the playthrough. It still feels like there's quite a decent amount left if you look at sciences, but not a crazy amount. It feels like we're finally in like the last half at least. So in terms of time, definitely less than space exploration or Pyanodons. In terms of difficulty, I'd say it's harder than space exploration, but space exploration takes a long time, and there's just a lot to do, and setting up space logistics is pretty crazy. But in terms of the actual mechanics, I actually feel like Nullius is a little more difficult because of how power works, and dealing with byproducts, and having each building go into another building. That ends up taking a lot of resources. But overall, I'd say it's somewhere in the realm of medium. You know, Angel Bob's is easier because of modules and stuff, but if you're kind of playing Angel Bob's more slowly and maybe properly, then I'd say it's probably similar in difficulty to that. Nullius doesn't have as much fluff. It feels like everything in Nullius needs to be there, which I really like. It doesn't quite feel that way in Angel Bob's. So I've been having a good time for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, man, we are just really hurting for plastic, but I don't know if I should copy that build again. I guess we're also spending a lot of resources on research. So if I want to save resources, I should stop researching things. But I want to research things. But yeah, maybe, because we're not going to get distillery 3s until we get filter 2s. And what went into those again? Titanium and graphene. Yeah, we don't even have titanium ready yet, so we'll wait on that. Yeah, my base looks clean. That's because I cleaned it up. You know, all the new boxed parts are all nice and organized, and we're using bots to move things around, and so we're just tearing out all the old spaghetti base, and then we'll have lots more room to build clean stuff inside of. So I am quite happy with the results so far. Gosh. It's just amazing when you make these buffers like I have, like how long it takes. I mean, you know, you guys on YouTube, you've all seen me build these production amounts to be pretty large, and yet, you know, the base can't even come close to keeping up with a buffer of like 100 buildings. It's just crazy. So, yeah, I assume the issue's still benzene. So is there a way for me to get more benzene out of this? I don't think there is. At least not without tier 3 distilleries. Unfortunately, I didn't leave enough room for more distilleries here. I could maybe put one offset. Because is ethylene even backed up? It doesn't look like it is, so I really can't make this any faster. Alright, well, I'll just let that keep running. I do want to make a change to the plastic supply chest, though, and make it bigger. Oh, I already did make it bigger. Well, we'll just take off the limits then. We'll make it as big as possible. Oh, are these all running? Oh, interesting. So right now we are limited by the amount of these. Also, these don't all have productivity. That's not good. But they are all running, I think. There's no input issues. Styrene is finally building up, it looks like. Slowly. So maybe, just maybe, we should add a couple more. Oh, that is unfortunate. If I had one more square, I'd be fine. Okay, well, this is where the line stops. And this, I guess, can just come down here. Machines are not limited to one beacon max. However, Anachrony did add in large beacons. And small beacons that are within... Where are my small beacons? That are within the range of large beacons get these minuses on them, and they're less productive, or they're less efficient. They transmit less percentage. So large beacons are just kind of simpler to use. They're not quite as powerful as small beacons, and the real power would come from if you have some large beacons on this side, and then a full row of small beacons. And then also small beacons on this side. So you can really go ham that way. That's a little bit too much for my tastes, but, oh, crap. These, I might have broken all of this. Yes, I did break this. And this one. Because then these need to be this way. Okay, now they're all working. Alright, so that will allow for up to 9 boxes per second. Hopefully that's enough. Alright. And then that will build up over time. Someday we'll have more plastic than we need, but that day is not today. And then BPA, we've got 5.8 boxes. How much do these need? Only one. Okay, so we'll have plenty of BPA as long as these don't stop from benzene issues. That's not. Oh, these also need benzene. I see the problem. And what's that benzene connected to? This guy. And you can't prioritize that a little more highly, which I would love to do, than this benzene requester. Now, if I request more barrels, will that have a similar effect as a higher priority? I don't actually know if that's the case. It might. I don't know if they get their request fulfilled proportionally to what exists or not. But who knows? Alright, how are the bots doing? Still very busy emptying out chests of things. I may want to box some things that I find out I have a lot of eventually. Because I have a lot of stuff in storage now that will never go used. Will never get used. Unless I box it. Like sodium. I only use boxed sodium in this base. So 5,000 sodium. I'm never going to use that for anything. Okay, hopefully we're catching up. Construction bots are still in use. I think it is time to move on to blue belts. So we'll switch this over. Oh, I already have a request for blue belts. Somewhere. Splitters. There we go, blue belts, 200, and blue undergrounds. 100. We can just do 50, that's fine. Alright. I don't remember what's supposed to be in my inventory, so I'll get rid of anything that looks weird. Okay. I don't really need chargers anymore. Let's just remove those. Whew, okay. How are we doing? Using an entire gigawatt. That's scary. And there goes the accumulator charge. That's very scary. There's nothing I can do about that. So, yep, we'd be short on power. Okay, so let's start looking at titanium. We need to automate that. Titanium. Now, boxed titanium ingots, which, when do I get titanium ingot box 2? Medium way in. It needs calcium, which is calcium chloride. But I can research all of this without making titanium. Right? I think so. So I think I want to get there. I think I want to automate this version. I guess I can always... Well, those are very different, actually. I do need titanium tetrachloride either way, however. Because that itself is an ingredient in some things. Unless I'm remembering something incorrectly. So, we are going to need rutile. I don't know, what's good? 5? Let's go with 5. Rutile box. That comes from this mess. So we're gonna need a lot. Oh my goodness. It's a lot of sand. A lot of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. We could just make one dedicated for that. Maybe this is more than I'll need. We'll go down to 2 boxes a second. We already have sulfuric acid though, so I don't need to make that. And then we already have sand, though I don't know if I will have that much. But I'm gonna need all kinds of flotation cells. So let's start getting that set up somewhere. Where do I have room for 20 flotation cells? Actually, I'd like to use the old base, but my bots are still running around like crazy. Need some more storage. But yeah, I guess I could fit them right in here. This is a pretty good thoroughfare. With plenty of space in the middle. And I've already got large beacons set up here. So, flotation cells. And we want rutile. And I know this one, the other rutile's technically slightly more sand efficient, but it's not a big difference. So I think just for simplicity, I'll keep them separated out. And I will have to space these out. Like so. Yeah, what I'd like, I guess... The wires cannot be stretched. That's an interesting error. Haven't seen that one. I'll move that off to the side. Leave enough room. So I can do 2 rows of these. Yeah, you can't be flipped. Okay. So solid input, solid output. So do I have enough room doing it this way? I think I do. And this. Connecting to that one. That can be better. I'll do a T right here. Yeah, and then that'll connect up and down. And then this one will just connect on the outside. And we'll do, oop, wrong button. And then we'll connect those over the top here. Okay. And then we need a requester chest. 1 for you, 1 for you. Okay. And I should just be able to copy that down. And there's some danger with pipes here. We'll make those not go up. Okay. Oh, the outputs. I never dealt with the outputs. Probably should do that. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's actually not a bunch. Oh, where are my belts? Not on my hotbar. That's only 16, so this is a little bit lower than the amount I wanted to build, but it's okay. It'll be a good start. And then this guy. Put that in a box. And then I guess we don't need that specifically. And then we need an unbarreler for... I think one unbarreler should be okay. Dioxide production is how much? 82. It's probably not enough to care about. So I do think I just want to vent it. And then we need a sludge barreler with an active provider. Sludge. And this is unbarrel sulfuric acid. We'll request 4 per second, so I think we need like a full 250 of those. And then productivity. Wait, what happened to that? And how much sludge do we make? Just to make sure, 146. We might need more than 100 empty barrels on that one. But yeah, there we go. There's rutile. Okay, so rutile's running. How's plastic? Plastic's been pretty good. Had a little dip recently, it looks like. But it's working. So, we'll get there eventually. We did finally build those last distilleries, so that's good news. Sensors are still waiting, but we at least have a lot of them, so that's building up. There's a lot of things that just have to catch up to build. Like heat pipes have not gotten anywhere close to catching up. So, sensor 2s are the other thing I wanted to automate. What are those made in? Those are nanofabricators as well, and those need the titanium tetrachloride. Okay, so let's work on titanium tetrachloride then as our next little goal. What's that even made in? That's made in furnaces. And I have no idea how much of that we should want. 100 feels like too much. 30? I mean, 10 of it makes a box of sensor 2s. So maybe 20 per second? That feels a bit more reasonable. So like 3 or 4 large furnaces should do the trick. 3 or 4 large furnaces making it. Large furnace. Okay. And what all do we do? Graphite and rutile and chlorine. That's it. Okay, that's really not too bad. We can set that up in a GIF. Definitely want that to be productive. Get you going a little faster. Unbarreling and barreling are needed. Set that up like so. Chlorine barrel. Where's chlorine? There it is. Rate is pretty high. So we'll do 300 barrels. This one can just provide. You are filling titanium tetrachloride barrel. And then we just need a requester chest. Requesting some junk. And there's solid output of mineral dust, which needs to be abandoned with a active provider. That should be it. Okay. So that's titanium tetrachloride. And I need that for the sensor box 2s made in nanofabricators. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need, but I'm going to presume that 5 is enough for now. Oh, crap. But it needs to be spaced out. Well, let's hope 4 is enough for now. So this is... Let's see. So we've got a tetrachloride input, an oxygen input. Do I have oxygen nearby? I have compressed oxygen. I assume the rate is very low. Yes, 6.4. So we are just gonna redirect that compressed oxygen through here. We're gonna decompress it. That's gonna come down here. Up and right. Bam. Okay, so oxygen's taken care of. We just need to rotate that, copy. And then tetrachloride will be taken care of here. Unbarreling, tetra. Where is it? There it is. Probably 50 is fine on that. And then I need a quester on each one. The rate is 0.05, so one box of ceramic is 20 seconds. So that right there's 100 seconds worth. Sounds good. And then there is an active barreling on chlorine. Let's do that. Fill, chlorine barrel, active provider. That works. And then put these on a belt. Now these are slow enough that I think I will restrict it to 2 boxes. These are very slow. Someday I'll have more than that, but for now that's all I get. And 5 solid objects is correct. Make that go up. Ta-da! That should do it. Okay, so sensor 2s, and I will turn on heat pipe 2s against my better judgment. My base isn't ready for it yet, but I may let my base idle again for a smidge between episodes. So each one of these uses half a salt per second. So 20 salt is 40 seconds. We're gonna go with 80 seconds of requests. And then this produces 0.6 boxes a second. So yeah, I think like 4 squares is plenty. And that should do it. It seems like we finally have enough plastic. So once the pipes catch up, which maybe they won't. So let's just copy that there and get some more pipes going. And get another beacon down here. Speed things along. So yeah, I'm curious why these haven't done anything. 10 boxed backup turbines. Why do I have none of those? Why do I have none of those boxed turbines? Where even are those? Come on now. Oh, up here. Oh, okay. This guy. What's going on here? You have 12 outputs. An inserter. Oh, I totally blocked it. Bad Krydax. I forgot I did that. Jeez. Okay, well, we'll let that build up to 4, which is still a lot for tier 2 buildings. But yeah, that explains that problem. Okay, and then heat pipe 1s. I just want to check on those. Those are still held back by pipes. Okay. So, probably 2 boxes a second is plenty. It's just going to take a minute for these to catch up. And because they're so hotly contested, I'm going to let those build up to way more stacks stored up. Sweet. Okay, well, we accomplished some new items like titanium. I should take a look finally at the carbon composite. Oh, I can make that. That's easy town. Yeah, we just need a bunch of foundries. We'll go to a nice empty column here. Move over our stuff. This is where the Picker Dollies mod is very nice. I can just get stuff out of the way without having to deal with 1,000 bots sitting in an inventory. That's pretty nice. Now, I should box these. Hold on. Because those get used in the higher tiers of bots. So, in this particular case, I think that will end up saving me some resources. Okay, Foundry. This is the last thing we're going to do, and then we'll be done, I think, for tonight. Sorry, it's not a long stream. At least in terms of YouTube videos, though, this is a very long video. I probably should have split it into 2. Where are my foundries? Here. Okay. We'll start with that. I feel like we're going to need a lot of these, so I don't want to underdo it. And then unbarreling, we'll go right here. Unbarrel epoxy. What's the rate? Roughly 30, so something like 60 barrels should be fine. And then we need productivity. That goes on both. We'll do the sharing a requester chest. It just saves on request. That's totally the wrong request. We need to be here. Boxes. Boxes used per second. 0.16. So 16 is 100 seconds. So 40 should be fine for 2. We'll just copy that to each pair. And there we go. Carbon composite box is ready to go. We just need productivity to be pasted. And voila. That gets me quite a few. Holy cow. Oh, wait. I did the wrong recipe. I didn't copy it, right? Because when I copied the, whatchamacallits, the modules into them, it removed the recipe. But there we go. Okay, carbon composite, not that bad. I don't really want to, but I need just a tiny bit of... They're not made in these. What are they even made in? Foundries? Titanium ingots. Because I can set up the things that use the titanium ingots. I just know I'm going to switch this recipe pretty soon, so I don't want to overbuild. But I need a couple... I need a couple flotation cells running that recipe. Just non-zero amount here can hopefully get me enough. So yeah, I mean, here, I'm just gonna really mess things up here. And then that one. Argon is probably nowhere nearby. So I'll have to unbarrel some compressed argon, decompress it, which is that, and then, yeah, there we go. Don't need a lot of it, right? Yeah, tiny amounts. And then sodium box. Ta-da! Argon's coming in. Bing, bing. That'll produce 2 things. Salt goes left. Salt box goes left. It's actively provided. And then we keep the rest. Okay. That should run. Unless I'm missing something. I think we got it. So at least we'll get a tiny bit of titanium that way. That build up a little bit. Not a lot. We'll do 5 stacks. Okay, sweet. All right, well, I think I'm going to call it an episode there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all next time.